Hi. I don't do this very often, nor do I really care. I don't fully care. Like, I do care a little bit because it's just, I feel like this is just weird for somebody to do, and I just want to talk about it because it's just really ironic. You know what I mean? Because I've dealt with copyright in the past. The copyright is that it says that the user is allowing, somebody. So it's not like it's affecting your channel in the sense, right? Now, you may be wondering, what am I fucking talking about? Why is your video called Nisimono En Beach episode so integral to what the fuck you're talking about? Well, the beginning introduction sequence, I made a song right here. As you can see, this is a song loop that I use in this software known as uh, Soundtrap. I use it, I paid for the content, and I have loops. And the loops are all here. So as you can see, there's this loop here. And I'm going to play this initial segment. It's called Lucata, Song Starter 1. Then I'm going to go and play the introduction scene a little bit. Then we're going to go into the comment section, or not the description, and show you a song that was copyrighted as the claimant says that this is their song when I literally made this while editing. Not even kidding you. The day I made this. So. And if you want to know why I picked this exact song for a beach episode, it's I'm Hispanic. And I thought it would be kind of cool to make a Hispanic song for a beach episode that's on my channel because I want to show off Spanish music. I like Spanish music a lot. I love like samba and all this good shit. Reggaeton, it's all good shit. But some random person on the internet with, I think it was like 20 subs on their channel, and they post their shit literally everywhere. And I'm not gonna lie, I know exactly what program they use. They use the exact same program I use, Soundtrap. Now, I'm not trying to call them out and be like, bro, you need to shut the fuck up and stop doing this. I just think it's weird that they're doing this. They made an entire record album-ish thing where they posted on, they have it on Amazon for some reason. I don't know how the hell they got on Amazon because every single thing they make is a loop. So none of the content's technically theirs because everybody's allowed to use these beats. Because if you think about it, right, for 2 seconds in your brain, every single song is in this looping process, right? Like there's different tones. People make different songs. They may sound similar or even are 100% the same because they use the same tonnage as I do or they do, It's inevitably going to happen when you use a loop. I don't always use loops. I tend to want to try to make my own beats and stuff like that. That's why there's play synth and pattern beats and all that other stuff. But to get to the main point, we're going to go back and obviously I'm going to show you this here. Oops, sorry. God damn it. Okay, so you can see that that's the song I just made, right? Like, that's the song that I put together, scrapped together a bunch of stuff to make a quick song. It's just something that I like to do, is to scrap stuff together. Instead of going and looking for a random anime song, I just pop in and I just make something really quick in Soundtrap and, just pop it in. Boom, done. It's fun. I like edit. I'm a big fan of editing and making music with loops and seeing what I can create because I just like kind of like playing around with shit. I like making shit. I don't know what to tell you. So we're going to go down in here, and as you can see, there's this person called Z Made It, or Zay Made It, and then it's Wisdom Begins in Wonder. When I first saw that, I had no fucking clue what they were talking about. So if you go and click on this song, sounds similar, right? But then it changes. See? So they used a bit of differency here and there, right? It's not 100% the same, but we're definitely using the same material. Want to know why I know it's the same material? We got different beats here. Doesn't that sound a little similar? Does that sound a little fucking similar? Does it sound a little similar to you? That's because it is. This person is going around copywriting people for making music that you pay, multiple users can pay money to use and create their own music. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to go and strike people or copyright people for using this in general. It's just a really weird and like self-centered take. Like, I can't imagine being somebody like that where I make something and I'm so hyped about it. You know, you want another example of like a song that has been created by, you know, me using Soundtrap. As you know, we're part of Nisimono EN, and this is part of the situation with Nisimono EN is that we're going to get into a conversation about this, because I'm generally concerned about just some of this. I generally don't think it's the biggest deal in the world, like that somebody's doing this, but I noticed some other trends about this, and it looks like this person is not just copywriting. So the song is this, provided YouTube by DistroKid. I don't know. This is a song that was uploaded, auto-generated by YouTube. Their records DK. I don't even know who they're. 6605767. Records DK. That's not something I've ever heard of. And on top of that, they have comments turned off. That's not normal on music. They probably turned that off on their own. Just a little side tangent for you. That just generally caught me off guard for a little bit. The song literally is not getting any traction. It has only like 20 views, by the way. So I want to keep this in mind that this was uploaded in December of 2023. I made this song the day of the beach episode. So like either like a day or two ago, depending on when this is uploaded. And that to me is really weird that that's happening. The person only has like 10 subscribers. That's not the biggest concern. But what's concerning is they have all these songs in their album playlist, and every single one of these songs uses Soundtrap 100%. Like every single one of them. You know that guy who says he makes music? Right? And he makes music. He's like, oh, I'm a professional. I make music. But then you listen to his songs and you clearly know where it came from because it sounds like Apple Beats, you know, like Apple GarageBand beats. You know that thing that makes you laugh because it's kind of funny? Like, when I make a song and I put it up for like, you know, on the Nisimono channel, for example, right? I'm not going to, if somebody had a similar song or had a similar beats to mine, I'm not going to be like, bro, that's mine. I made that. That's mine. No. That's not how that works because we're all using the same program. If one person was going around making a business, copywriting every single one of the songs, I'm pretty sure you would have to tell Soundtrap that you did that because they would have to remove each of those loops in order to do that. But the fact is, it doesn't seem like that. And on top of that, you know, stuff is being uploaded today. It's been updated. It's been updated. It's been updated. It's been updated. It almost feels like this person just came literally out of fucking nowhere. And then they have like a sub to some other random person in their thing. I'm not gonna click that, but it's just really weird that there's a person who's going around using this as like camouflage to like copy strike people, to see this, to send them over to a completely different YouTube channel to potentially get more views and comments and stuff like that. So that kind of is what it feels like, if that makes sense. Because like I just generally don't know what the reasoning is behind any of this. So we're gonna go over to like the song that's in Nisimono. We have a few songs that were made in Soundtrap, obviously. So here you go. We have this entire playlist of songs, or like this entire set of songs. This is my theme song. I made theme songs because I thought it was kind of cool to make themes of like each of our people's like each of the VTubers' personalities based off of the things they like and the things that they do. You know, how their chaotic energy or their not chaotic energy. For example, my song. There's no copyright. Because okay, that's enough of that. So again, so that's my theme. Here's the secondary theme. I'm just gonna let it do a type. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, I want to just play 30 seconds of that because it's genuinely fun. I genuinely like that song. I think it's my favorite song, to be honest, but that's a side tangent for a different video. Uh, it's just weird. You see what I'm saying, right? Like they're all made in Soundtrap. I can prove that right now. That I've made every single one of those here. And that person who's going around copywriting people from this program is really jank and weird. I'm just saying. Also, yes, you can see my username, whatever. It's not the biggest deal in the world. People already know that I have that username from old gaming stuff. Doesn't really matter. So, I'm going to go down to one of them. So, here is Virtually Not Alone, the Nisimono Ian Christmas theme right here. And I'm going to first play it here so you can kind of understand. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, now we're going to come back over here. We're going to play that exact thing. See? Same thing. Same exact thing. Right? Okay. So when I mentioned that, and I wanted to mention that in the first place because generally it's just really weird because the only difference is number one that the music is at a higher tempo. It's like at a higher BPM. It's generally the only difference between our songs with like a few different key strings. By the way, I'm gonna let you know right now. There's a feature in this thing, and I tend to try to avoid using it because it to me feels like a crutch when I'm trying to make an actual song. Unless I can't find anything, I look at the recommended. Just maybe there might be something I'm looking for, but generally most of the time the recommended for me doesn't make a good song. It just makes a lot of noise. And actually, legit, I've listened to some of the other extra songs by this quote creator, and all honesty, they're all from the top picks for this project. When you put one piece, it automatically does things most likely based off of what other users have possibly used before that might fit to this thing, or might just follow with like obviously the trend of what it's looking for. Based off of like most likely picking the same person who made the other ones. Obviously, they meant to go together, etc., etc. But you can use them separately and use them to mix and match. That's the kind of the point is you mix and match things to get to this point. And I'm already looking at this as just really fucking sus because again, you heard it from before. The first initial moment, the tempo is the key is GM for me, and the tempo is like 103. Simple, right? It's slow. And that's the default, by the way. Whenever you do a song, each song usually when they're from a loop will have like a different tempo that it'll originally start off and a key that it's based around, but then every other beat will follow suit in that. So what I'm assuming is that they tried to like make a song, they ended up picking the wrong note and then deleting it, but the tempo is the same. Okay. And then from there, they made that song in Soundtrap. And then we follow with the note they used. Not that one. That one. I'm pretty sure I could recreate this entire song that they made in Soundtrap through and through using only the top picks for the project. Because that's how lazy that really is. You know, I went around, sure, you know, I added shakers, I've added, you know, most of it is from the original. I wanted to continue working on this song because I found I generally like making songs, and this one I was gonna start working with different things. And that's how you know, it's because like most of this is from different pieces and components of the same creator, but as you can see, I have Activio and Listo with a shaker, basic A1 to mix and match between the two, because I generally think it sounds good. It mix and flows really well. But most of that didn't even come from this. Most of that was just me literally looking like, oh, hey, look, a shaker. Let me check it out. It's literally right here. Literally, not even kidding. It's right here. Look, it's right there. Okay? I didn't have to look very far. At times, I don't. Other times, I scroll through hours of shit just to find something. And it's just really weird to me that a content creator is going around creating a fake business, going around and copywriting, because the issue is, even if they're a small channel, I can't like go and say that they own this, because I can technically prove, yes, they don't own this. But YouTube's not the one that I'm proving that to. It's them I'm proving that to. And I feel like they know that, and I'm not risking my channel over something as stupid as this, but I feel like it's a scumbaggish thing to do to try to make money off of loops. It's not like you're creating content through different versions of loops and trying to then establish a, you know, adding your own synths and designs and mixing and matching things in a completely different way, and then you're like, oh, this song sounds completely original. I used a few loops here and there and added my own stuff, because I'm actually working on a song using Soundtrap, and then I'm going to add my own vocals and stuff like that. Is it out of the realm of possibility that this person is just exploiting a system? And I'm not right now, I don't even know if some of these components are free content, because once you purchase like the extended, you know, things, you know, like you purchase like your subscription of how much content you want available to you, it all disappears, obviously. So I don't know if he's just using free content that's the free variants and then copywriting it, because I'm gonna be honest with you, if that is the case, bro, you're fucked up. You're fucked up in the head, because that is just that's a low blow. You're taking all the free shit, using literally stock free shit, because you can make a free account, use the free beats that are available, which is not a lot, by the way, and then make music with what's available, and then the loops are kind of like the premium shit, and then you're mainly making stuff on your own. You know what I'm saying? You literally can do all the synth and other things like that on your own, but the loops are paid content, essentially, which helps creators make music or make things quickly, like I do. Just quick things I can use so that I don't have to have the copyright issue. But that's not the case today. So I just wanted to bring that up, that it's a little weird that there's somebody going around using this. You know, sometimes I wonder, did humanity die? Did we die? as a society. I also wrote a note for anybody that was curious because I feel like I'm not I'm not one to like just sit idly by and just let shit happen. I'll be honest with you. Um, but yeah, I just could not sit by and let somebody essentially exploit a free software that people can sign up for and paid content that people pay money to use, the loops to people to use, and then copyright all of it so that you can say that you own all that music. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I thought about contacting the support about of Soundtrap and getting this resolved through Soundtrap maybe, because I don't think we're allowed, especially because the thing is, if you use primarily loops, you can't really claim it's yours because it is multiple different creators' pieces and components that you put together. That doesn't necessarily make it yours. That's why I've never claimed any of the songs are mine. I've claimed that they are our theme songs or songs I've used for editing purposes. You see, I've been using these words specifically because I don't own the loops. I use the loops. I pay money to use the loops like everybody else. So for somebody to go around and claim it's their content, they made this, it's their stuff. And I can tell they're using loops because some of their other songs, a lot of the like mixing and matching of their songs sounds awful. Like some of the tones just don't match, and I can tell they're just running in and grabbing they'll pull like a one song starter, put it in, then pick every single component randomly that they think is kind of good to the song and place it in there from the specific this is good for your project, and then go in, download it, upload it to either randomly to YouTube, upload it to Amazon and other places and form app. By the way, they're on Apple Music. It blows my mind, is what I'm saying. I just can't believe there's a human being out there like this. I cannot, for the love of God, believe that there is a human being running around right now claiming to be the best fucking music creator and has the gall to fucking randomly copyright people by primarily using loops and using the thing that you didn't even take time to look and grab things on your own. You just grabbed it from the, hey, we'll do this for you. Here you go. Here's it. It's like training wheels. It's like taking training wheels on a bike and then beating anybody else up that might be trying to learn a program and wanted to show off their stuff by uploading it to YouTube or something like that. Because it's just weird, is what I'm saying. It's just weird. It's just weird. That's all I really wanted to say. It's just weird. Just please, for the love of God, don't fucking at them. Don't fucking attack them. Don't do none of that weird shit. It's not worth it. It genuinely isn't fucking worth it. They're not physically striking my channel, because that's when I would have a problem if they struck my channel, being like, take this. And me making this video might actually make them want to do that, because I don't know them, and if they do that, there's gonna be a problem, because I will immediately fight that back, and I will most likely bring Soundtrap into this because it is their loops, it is their content, and there's a person going around copyrighting other people, claiming it's their music, and basically breaking rules, essentially, to do shady shit. Next thing I'm gonna find out is that they, like, do NFTs or whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. Just don't at them. I'm sure the situation will solve it on its own. It's not like it's the biggest deal. I just genuinely think it's weird that there's just a random tiny YouTuber going around just claiming song after song after song after song, making shit in Soundtrap like in probably 2 seconds really quickly, and then uploading it and being like, I made this first, I did this first, it's my thing, I did it first. Technically, you didn't do it first, because the loop, in order for it to be you to be first, you'd have to create the loop yourself, right? And even then, it's being uploaded to this base, and it just seems weird. It just seems weird. That's all I'm saying. Again, please, for the love of God, just don't at the dude. Don't fucking try to, like, get him. It's just not worth it. It really isn't. It's just some random schmuck on the internet who's making content and doing shit, being a dick, and ruining people's lives. I'll probably go and talk to Soundtrap legit, like actually go and talk to them in a support team and say, hey, I noticed that there's this person going around copyright striking people for using the same beats that come from here. I just wanted to bring out about that and if there's any way that I can get this resolved or fixed because I'm just uploading content, and stuff like that, and they're taking credit for stuff that they didn't actually do. It's just really weird and scummy. Anyways, that's about it.